MorroW now has the Broodlords up in the air, and this could be devastating for him. Is he looking for the warp in? Does he have the Observer in the air to make that happen? He has visibility. He could blink on up there, and he could do massive damage in the process. No Mothership. No Mothership. Doing big damage to the Hydralisk. Here we go. This is messy, folks. Reasonable trade right there. He needs to bring out those Guardian Shields to really make the difference. He's able to tear an awful lot out of the damage coming in right here, tearing his way through those Hydras. But the Hydras are doing massive damage as well, even with those +3 upgrades. KiWiKaKi now down to 23 Stalkers, and of course, oh my god, there are 12 Broodlords in the air. Jeez, 12 Broodlords. KiWiKaKi warps in more reinforcements. Trying to reach his supply cap once again. Colossi on the way to back him up against the Hydralisk, but I'll be more worried about that. Thing is, if you're able to get enough Stalkers in there and blink, you can take him out. That line is doomed, no question about that. Broodlings are fired from all the way over there. They'll slice a few out with the Colossi. That might help at least repress them for a little bit. Does he have the force to come in after the Broodlord? So there's the blink. Looks to get one. He takes one. Looks to take two. There we go. And 3. 4 out of the air. Look at that. Takes one with every single salvo. Huge amount of damage inflicted. But KiWiKaKi losing an awful lot of Stalkers in the process. Units lost, however. MorroW still losing an awful lot more. Additional warping. How many gateways has that guy got? Continues to push the pressure in. And MorroW is looking to be in a little bit of trouble right there with the Broodlords. Stalker Blink, 1 down, 2 down, 3, 4. There you go. Carving his way through it. MorroW doesn't have a response to that right now. He really doesn't. That was pricey. No question about that. Deploys as many as he can, but repressing the Broodlings with KiWiKaKi's Colossus. Oh, wow. It's good. It's very, very good. Pushed him away eventually, but at what cost, folks? That is a lot of Broodlords taken out of the air. Massive numbers of Broodlords taken out of the air. And the funny thing is, KiWiKaKi can replace all of those Stalkers in a tiny amount of time. Can MorroW replace what he's got? Not looking so likely right now. Oh, wow. KiWiKaKi gets his way in there with a single Stalker. Not an awful lot he can really do with that. But hey, it's nice you got the harassment in there nonetheless. Now would be a good time, I think, to have a look at the economy. Pretty much equal right now, honestly. Base count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bases for KiWiKaKi. Got this one right here, which is still not taken by... I know he's about to take it. There you go. And of course, why wouldn't he? Looking to go and grab that expansion there for MorroW. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bases and 6 is what he's looking for right here. Looking to still get that base advantage. But again, economy pretty solid on both sides. We're breaking out the Ultralisks, folks. This is what I call a long macro game. Ultralisks are on their way for MorroW. An interesting idea, and why wouldn't it? Upgrades of all colors. Ventral Sacs upgrade, looking for drops. So evenly matched, these players. Going to town, brutalizing each other. Looking for yet another engagement. 40 Stalkers on the field. They also have a shield upgrade now. Surprised he's not even going for more than that, if he can afford it. Defends himself against a little bit of harassment right here, but as you see from the side, Broodlings slice their way through and take that gold expansion out. Base trading right here. KiWiKaKi forces his way forward. He's got a lot. I mean, those Colossi are going to do... Oh, wow, there you go. Colossi are going to be able to do a great job of dealing with the Broodlings. They slice their way through very quickly. Minimal damage being done to the shields of the Stalkers right here. Yet more Stalkers coming in. Once again, pretty much everybody at supply limit. An epic game, ladies and gentlemen. An epic game. And here we go once again. Blinking it. Takes 1, takes 2. Looking for it once again. A lot of Corruptors up in the air, though. They're going to do big damage to those Colossi. Are they going to be enough? I'm not entirely convinced, though. Looking to take the Broodlings out. We take the Broodlings out. We've got so many. There you go. All 1 Broodling left. Only a single Broodling left. Corruptors coming in from the side. Slice their way to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Colossus. 6 Colossi taken down. But the Stalkers are still up. The Stalkers are still up. What's on its way? 6 Ultralisks. KiWiKaKi continues to push forward because there's no ground firepower available now for MorroW. How much damage he's going to do before those Ultras come out? That could be potentially dangerous. Hydralisk is on the way, no question about that. Tries to sight his way through. Does an awful lot of damage to those Zerglings. They try and desperately do what they can, which is not an awful lot. Corruption going on all the sides just to do that little bit extra damage. Queen valiantly holds its own. Not good. God save the Queen, because nobody else is going to. There you go. Takes the Corruptors out as well. Lots of anti-air firepower siding through. No more Broodlords for him. However, Ultralisks are on their way. And here we go. This is where things start to get entertaining. Ultralisks coming from the side. Ultralisks coming from the side there as well. Tries to blink away. It's a good one. Can he grab one? Oh, wow. They are not happy. They are not happy one bit. Slicing their way through the Stalkers, they try to desperately blink away, but they are unstoppable. Unstoppable force of Ultralisk moving in. Can he snipe off an expansion with it? He tries. He doesn't quite get it. Needs a little bit more firepower. Now losing Stalker after Stalker after Stalker. Blinks away once again. And the Ultralisks. Look at how much armor they have. Unbelievably dangerous. Just as you thought. Wow, robotics facilities now pumping out the Immortals. That's why he had 4 of them, folks. That's why he had 4 for this very occasion. I dread to think how much damage an Immortal can do with +3. We're about to find out. 65 damage versus Armored. That is brutal, folks. Broodlords are being rebuilt. However, there are plenty of Stalkers still available on the ground. Corruptors there as well. And as we see a couple of Infestors, a good Blink, can we catch one? Can we catch one? Yes! Nicely done. Loses a single Stalker. Takes an Ultralisk for it. A good trade. Jesus Christ, KiWiKaKi. You've got like 20 gateways up there. This is just ridiculous. Oh, it's wonderful, though. Isn't it wonderful? Dark Templar Shrine on the way. Because you know what, KiWiKaKi, he forgot to build one of his buildings. Like, we know we're trying to build everything, and we just forgot about that. He's going to lose another way. This is a bait, folks. KiWiKaKi's not going to take it, though. In comes the aggression, brings down firepower on the heavily armored husks of the Ultralisks. Trying to take some out of the air. There we go. Grabs a Broodlord. Can he grab a second? Yes, he can. It's good. It's good. Once those Immortals get into play as well. Oh, wow. MorroW knows it. He sees the Immortals. His greatest fear, perhaps, but he's deploying so many. Deploys a bunch of Zerglings to try and counterattack that one. There we go. High Templar are now available. Dark Templar on the way. Chargeless once again. This could be the defining engagement of this particular encounter, though. Here we go. It is nothing but carnage. Ultralisk being taken down left, right, and center by the firepower of the Immortals. Bringing the Stalkers around the back, blinks out of the way. Takes them out. Ultralisk, 1, 2, and 3 taken out. More on the way, though, still up. They take a hefty toll. 4 kills for that Ultralisk right there. That Immortal getting sliced apart there by... How many Spine Crawlers is that? That's 8 Spine Crawlers, folks. More firepower being brought in on the defensive line, though. I'm not entirely sure MorroW can take it. I don't know if he can hold this. It's looking pretty messy. Goes in with the aggression, blinks out of it. Most of the damage taken away. Taking the firepower on the Immortal shields. Immortals being torn apart nonetheless. They accounted for themselves very well, but still not able to take the Ultralisks. A counterattack. Zerglings on the way. Massive warp in from the side. Zealots, in they go. One Ultralisk is going to be taken out right here. It's going to be pretty damn brutal, but look at this. They will not die. Don't call the Immortals call the Ultralisk the Immortals. It would be way, way, way more appropriate. More Hydras from MorroW. What the hell is going on? Neither of these guys will give any ground whatsoever. Units lost. It is brutal. The cost of this war, unbelievable. MorroW still slightly behind in terms of the amount of resources bled away. However, KiWiKaKi with a little bit of distance mining up right here. Should be able to set up. And right now, the economy is actually looking in favor of MorroW fairly hefty manner as a result of probably losing this gold mineral expansion. But he's building back up. He is all sorted out with that for the time being. Drops, folks, because there are some things we haven't seen yet. KiWiKaKi spots it with his observer. The question is, how is he going to respond to it? He moves in right here. There you see his Stalkers moving in from the side to try and intercept that drop. It's looking pretty likely. The thing is, there's nothing there. It's a phantom, folks. There are no expansions for you to have. And now, MorroW is kind of stuck there with a force that could be annihilated. In the meantime, we see some harassment with Dark Templar around the side, looking to do some economic damage, and they get it. The amount of damage they do, 60 damage with every single swing. Dark Templar in there, and no Overseers available either. That could be nasty. The Spore Crawler's able to grab it, though. Could have been an awful lot worse than it was. When will this game end? How about never? How about joy eternal? 5 Ultralisks right here coming up. Unit count is looking... I don't even know what this is looking like. 4 Ultralisks, 17 Hydras, 3 Broodlords, 3 Corruptors, 2 Infestors, 3 Queens, and 9 Zerglings. Up against 6 Immortal, 3 Colossi, 16 Stalker, Dark Templar as well. Aggression Force moving in right here. Backed up by some Overlords for a little bit of drop play if need be. What has he got to meet it with? Colossus, Immortals, Stalkers. And right now, also breaking out the High Templar. Not warping them in just yet, but he does have the Amulet upgrade coming in. Observer keeps an eye on exactly what's going on. Those Ultralisks, though, so hard to destroy, even with the firepower of the Immortals being inflicted on them. 500 HP each, heavy armor plating, very difficult to deal with. Infestors on the way. It's a good mixed force there by MorroW. In they come once again. Here comes yet another engagement. I'd say defining engagement, but will it be? Nobody really knows. Focusing fire on the Ultralisk right here. Can he bring on down here? Yes, he does. He takes it. Oh dear, those Broodlords are inflicting such heavy damage. Coming in from the side, there's nothing really to deal with. Brings a few Colossi back to try and deal with that, but I'm sorry. The Siege Breakers and the Ultralisks are siding their way through. They're doing good damage, but he loses a couple there. It's good stuff. Still another one. Can he take another Ultras? Yes, he can. Can the Immortal deal with it? Oh, wow. He's so close to killing that one. Backs up a little bit prematurely there, in my opinion, but this is mutually assured destruction on both sides. Wow, takes one down. Roast Ultralisk looks for a second, takes a second. Can he take a third? Yes, he can. Now, what has he got on the ground to counteract what is coming in from KiWiKaKi? Not too much. He's got 2 Broodlords in the air. 2 Broodlords is all he's got available, plus 5 Hydras and 13 Zerglings. A good defense there of KiWiKaKi's expansion. Here is the warp in. Additional Stalkers on the way. That's what he's relying on right here, and he now has 18 of them. It's a good force backed up by a single Colossus as well. That will handle the Broodlords quite nicely. I'm more concerned about those Ultralisks that just popped up out of nowhere, because right now he has 8. 8 Ultralisks. That blink ain't gonna make a damn bit of difference. You don't want to dance with an Ultralisk, that I can tell you. And once again, Warfare and Brutality come in. The Immortal looks to try and take the damage, but it's not going to be able to. It can't hold up against the Zerglings as well. They're slicing their way through there. Ineffective for KiWiKaKi's Immortals. Getting pushed back again. Difficult to call this game, honestly, but if I had to, I'd say MorroW the slight advantage. Nothing that KiWiKaKi's really been able to deploy thus far has been decisive in dealing with those Ultralisks, but he's just put out 5 Dark Templar, and that very well might make the difference. He's mixed them into the Force. His opponent does not have any Overseers. This could be potentially lethal, because, of course, Dark Templar do a massive amount of damage to basically anything. If they are left unmolested, that could be an absolutely decisive move. MorroW moves in from the side, looking to see what he can see. He wants to go for that gold middle expansion once again. Additional warping coming in from KiWiKaKi. 15 Zealots are on the field. 3 High Templar available. No much to Archon as of yet, looking for the Psystorm. Do a little bit of AoE damage, or indeed a lot of AoE damage. Comes in from the side right here. Wants to try and take it out, and of course he does. There you go. The question is he going to be able to make too much difference with those Dark Templar? Is he going to be able to force his opponent into an engagement? And right now, no. MorroW is way too careful for that. Single Ultralisk tries to take out that expansion. Doesn't manage it. Second Ultralisk also doesn't manage it. Bit of a pricey investment there. Once again, KiWiKaKi still ahead in terms of units lost. 471, 50,000 resources worth. They are mining out the entire map here. Income way lower. KiWiKaKi, however, falling way behind. His constant harassment by MorroW there is really hurting him badly. However, MorroW is starting to mine this map out. He's got a gold mineral spot, but the rest of it is looking very low indeed. However, just want to announce, by the way, folks, sorry, I got called into Skype theft. Oh, Christ. No way. I don't know if you can still hear me, folks. Unfortunately, my StarCraft 2 just crashed right there.
We do still, I saw you leave. We still have you on the stream, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't quit that, I'm afraid. My StarCraft 2 just crashed.
Yeah, partially my fault there. I called him out of Skype. I was hoping you had a second monitor. A little bit of production error there. This game is still going. Absentis, are you in the channel and watching the live in the game? Maybe you can take over casting till we get TB back.
I'm being asked to cast from the stream, but of course, what that would cause to happen is massive latency. That would be incredibly difficult because we have a delay on it. That would be impossible.
That would be really difficult. And I am just the producer, not a caster, and you can see my voice is already suffering, so I'll try to fill in where I can. But yeah, this game is still going. They're held up, and as you said earlier, they've pretty much mined out just about everything on the map. It looks like this may be one of the final conflicts. Really difficult game, nice fungal growth on the Zealots, really going to put them to a stop. Everything's coming around. All these Ultralisks are kind of coming in, eating storm after storm. Storm's just collapsing on those Ultralisks, collapsing on the Hydra's behind them. It's going to come really close. It's hard to decide, just like every battle in this game. It's very difficult to decide who's going to come out on top here. Looks like a slight advantage to KiWiKaKi, but of course with the income difference, those steadying out. Looks like the incomes, everybody's distance mining at this point, and it's just making it very difficult. Broodlord still in play, pushing each army down to a minimal amount of units. It's really going to come down to macro at this point. Difficult game.
No question about that. I wish I could see it.